All right, family, and we are live. I got to get used to this new camera, family, because this camera is different from my other computer. I'm getting my other computer fixed, family, so my picture might be a little blurry. Apologize. I'm getting my other computer fixed right now. But man, oh man, wow, I got an amazing show for y'all tonight. Yeah, somebody in the chat said gathering the masses 3 more days. Yes, it's about to go down. Let me look at the weather, y'all. Hold up. Let me look at the weather real quick. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
Good.
Saturday, 93 degrees.
Wow.
Sunday, 92 degrees. Not a raindrop in sight, not a cloud
Beautiful.
in sight. There won't be no clouds, there won't be no rain. Oh my God. We gonna get started soon. Get comfortable. Let me get to a quick commercial. The commercial I'm getting into tonight, this is one of the vendors family, and I just wanted to showcase he has so many people have worn his clothing. He has a clothing line, so I want y'all to check him out when y'all come to Gathering of the Masses. And then I'm gonna introduce my guests, and we're gonna get this thing started. We're gonna have a good time tonight. But we'll be back in 1 minute. Let's get to this quick commercial. Be right back, family. All right. And shout out to my brother Jefferson. Y'all make sure y'all support that that brother when you see him at Gathering the Masters. Without further ado, man, I made the announcement with this sister right here. I made the announcement the first day I made the announcement, the official announcement for this conference. I made it with a show with Sister Myra. So I would like to welcome back with a couple of days away. Welcome back to the platform, Sister Myra.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I'm honored, and excited, very excited. I feel like this is going to be spectacular. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm super excited. Everybody's excited. It's gonna be like a family reunion. The energy is gonna be electric.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to. I'm glad the weather's gonna be perfect for the event. I wanted to just gearing up for the event and getting ready for it. Just wanted to touch you on something. This is such an important year, Sister Myra. Oh,
Yes.
and by the way, we're gonna do a Q&A tonight. We're gonna do a quick Q&A. So let me start out by doing that. Let me start out by putting a link. Myra's gonna, just chop it up with y'all for a little while. Nothing too long. Don't expect a full reading. We just gonna do a quick Q&A with the family. I just wanted Myra to come on real quick before the gathering of the masses, since we're all getting ready for it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. If you would like to come on and ask Sister Myra a question, one quick question, because we're going to get to a couple of people, then we're going to get out of here. Click on that link, and you're more than welcome to come on and ask Sister Myra a question. I want to start out, Sister Myra. The name of the show, I named it the 2024 Spiritual Elections. Now, the entire country is focused on right now, Donald Trump, Kamala Harris. So much talk about politics and who's going to be the next president, who's better for black people and who's better for immigrants or who's better for this group. The word elect, Sister Myra, you see that word in the Bible a lot, and you see that word in the Bible a lot in terms of people who are God's chosen people, the elect.
Yes.
Um, what I also know is that everything is energy.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about because I noticed something's missing. One of the key ingredients that's missing in spirituality, Myra, is a self importance, self value. A person looking at themselves as if they're, they have worth to them. And
Yes.
I know a lot of us say it, but A lot of us don't feel it. And what I notice about you, Sister Myra, you are very confident. You have a lot of self-worth. In fact, you say, Sister Myra, you say, if I'm on the plane, we gonna be good.
Yes,
You be like, we gonna be good because I'm here.
yes,
I'm here. Big Baba's child is here.
yes.
So, and a lot of people don't walk around with that, Sister Myra. And I see why, so many blessings are coming your way, and so many, and the spiritual community loves you, absolutely loves you. You have an aura about you. And I think that once we start to elect ourselves and put ourselves to that position, a lot more of us could walk around with that confidence.
Yes.
So when before we get to the Q&A, in terms of spiritual elections, in terms of the elect that the Bible talks about, and just what we're seeing right now in politics, what's your thought going into the gathering of the masses and the rest of the year, Sister Myra?
Well, I'm looking forward. I think things are about to get very spectacular.
Yeah.
My thing is always the darkest before the dawn. Okay. And as bad as it's been, is as good as it's about to get.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always about balance.
Right.
That's the key to me. Balance is the key to everything. That means two halves make a whole,
Right.
holistic. And it's not real until it's whole.
Right.
So we've completed a half where we've been the physical vessels of sacrifice and struggle. And all that sacrifice and struggle has been our investment in what's now ready to pay off an opposite return in spiritual reward and spiritual empowerment. All this has to do with going into the Aquarius age. Aquarius is the sign of I know. Aquarius is the sign of evolution. And Aquarius is the sign of the humanitarian. It is now time for us to evolve as the ancient rulers, our ancestors, and that's what's really big right now, ancestors, because Cancer, the sign Cancer is the sign of the ancestors, and then in Leo, we're now exposing the ancestors and how they're participating. If I was to elect anyone, it would be the ancestors.
Powerful. I like that.
We're reconnecting with. Everything started matriarchal, and that is Mama, Big Mama. She is the ancient of ancients. She is the mama of ancestors, ancestry. Mama tells us where we came from. Father tells us where we're headed, how to move forward and fulfill our spiritual purpose and destiny. So everything did start matriarchal, but spirit is spiral. And it spiraled from the matriarchal to the patriarchal half, where it became external air and fire. And anytime we go into the Aquarian age, it's come back full circle, back to Mama. And now it's time to balance between Father's spirit and Mama's soul in order to become whole or holistic. Father's spirit brings us spiritual powers, and Mama's soul brings us the magic of the universe. So the Aquarius age and the balance of opposites. So our ancient ancestors are now passing us the baton as new age rulers to evolve from an abuse of power to a humanitarian empowerment. And the abuse of power is the only sin there is on the spiritual reality. It's opposite the physical, where there's a multitude of sins. There's one sin spiritually, and that's the abuse of power. The powers that have reached their maximum in their abuse of power. Energy only goes 180 degrees before it has to be balanced with the opposite 180 degrees. So it's time for us to come back full spiral, back to our ancestral powers, reconnect. Our ancestors had powers. These are who they patterned the superheroes after. They could fly. They could breathe underwater. They could talk telepathically with the plants, the animals, the universe, each other. We still have those powers. However, they're subconscious. That's Mama's domain. the cosmic realm, and we've been in the conscious realm of Father's domain. So we're going to open back up to those powers as we reconnect with our ancestors. And in the Aquarian age, it's the sign of I know. Aquarius has the highest outreach to spiritual knowledge. However, now it's not enough just to know anymore. Now you have to be able to walk in that knowing. It's the difference in knowing and walking in the knowing. And so that is what we have to step up to, the balance of opposites. Because Aquarius' opposite sign is Leo. Leo is creative rulership. So it's now time for our ancestors to pass the baton to the new age rulers to evolve out of that abuse of power to a humanitarian empowerment. Aquarius, Leo is the sign of the creative rulers, and Aquarius is the sign of evolution. So it's time for the evolution of a new creative rulership out of the abuse of power to a humanitarian empowerment, as our ancient rulers, our ancestors, are now passing us the baton as the new age rulers. And as you said, the elect, that is who's being elected, the elect. These are the new rulers who have qualified by passing the test, that there's two criteria that the universe judges you by as to if you qualify to step up as a new ruler. Number one, you have to be secure from within, internal. Earth and water are internal, feminine. Spirit moves inside out, not outside in. That means we're energy transmitters as well as receivers. But it's what we send out as to what we spiral back. So we're sending it out in the security. Earth is our security. We have to be secure so that we don't look outside of ourselves through our egos and be manipulated by our ego to be used as a tool against this royal purpose. That is what's going on in the external elections. It's all ego driven.
All ego driven, right?
You see, what we're going to see is the difference between external and internal. So the internal is spiritual reality, and the external is the physical illusion. Okay? So it's now time to come back, as you mentioned, to our self-value and self-worth. That is Taurus energy. Taurus is the sign of values. They took Taurus, the sign of values, and turned it into materialism, so that we gauge our value based on what we possess materially by the work we do in the external world. But in the internal, it's the opposite. It's the spiritual, it's the work that we came to contribute to a spiritual purpose, you see, to earn our spiritual powers versus material powers.
Sister Myra, real quick, before we get to the question,
yes,
the questions from the people. Did you always have a strong self-worth, or if this is something you developed, what do you think you did? Because a person might be able to learn from you. What did you do to gain the self-worth to where you're at now? Because some people are born with a certain level of confidence. Some people get it along their journey. How was it for you to the level where you're at now, Sister Myra?
That's a very good question, because a lot of people right now are going to start experiencing some hidden wounds when it comes to their family dynamic. I call myself the quintessential Cinderella. Okay? And we're talking balance. Opposites, always think about the balance of opposites. No, I came into this under much struggle, and much insecurity because of my family dynamic. I was the sacrificial lamb of the family, and then I had a sister who was the golden child of the family.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And someone that you know, my mom had always, you know, wanted, because what happens is we've been wounded generationally. Those wounds have been passed down generationally. So the same way we've been wounded is how our parents and grandparents and all have been wounded. And so when it came to my mom and me talking about the quintessential Cinderella, it was because of my mom's dark skin. Okay. And she was the baby of 10 children. And her mother favored the older, lighter skinned children over her. And that's what she passed to me, you know, that wound, because I was the darkest in my family when it came to the children. And so my older sister became my mom's companion. My brother was the only boy. Then I came next. And when my mom went back for her 6-week checkup after having my brother, she found out she was pregnant with me. And I feel like the adrenaline of receiving that information is what imbued me with that extra dose of melanin to set my course for what I was supposed to come in here and do. So 3 years later, my younger baby sister was born, and she was, you know, the light-skinned daughter that my mom always wanted. And she made her the golden child. And I was like, you know, the one who really was more of service to her, to my younger sister. So I was the one who was most deprived in my value. And it got so, you know, anytime we go out in public, they run up to my baby sister and go, "Oh, isn't she pretty? She's so pretty." And then they look at me and go, "Oh, well, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice." And my baby sister wasn't really prettier than me. She was just lighter skinned. Remember, I grew up in the 50s and 60s, okay? When all this was really, really dominant. And so it gave me a lot of turmoil as a young child, very insecure in my value, especially, you know, when it came to the family. It was at one point that I had an epiphany. I keep saying I was maybe about 8 years old when I had an epiphany. And it's just, I said, you know what? I like my color. If others don't like it, that's their problem. And from this day forward, I'm never going to let anyone make me feel bad about who I am based on their opinion of me. And that's what I've been walking with ever since, you see.
Wonderful.
And my astrologer, my first astrologer, who was a double Virgo, told me my Chiron indicated that the world would see me as a healer. And the same way I was wounded is the same way I would be identified as a healer.
Wow.
So when we used to do those lecture circuits like we're going to do in a few days, you know, that was the old school way. You know, we had the lecture circuit, and I was living in Atlanta, so I was on the East Coast. I did lectures from New York all the way to Florida. And every time I did these lectures, at the end of the lecture, the light-skinned mothers would bring their dark-skinned daughters
for real?
To me, so they could see and identify with a dark-skinned woman who was secure in her value and in her her beauty, and, you know, and in her value, so they could identify with that. I even had my niece, because my oldest sister was light-skinned, but she married a dark-skinned man, and her 2 daughters came out dark-skinned. And my niece even told me that as well. She said, "Aunt Myra, I kind of thought I was ugly. I didn't respect my beauty until I saw you, you know, secure in your beauty, and I was then able to identify with mine." So in the same way I was wounded as a child, it's the same way I was used as a vessel.
It's a vessel,
For healing others who have been wounded the same way I was, you see. So that's where my security comes from. But it's like a flip of the script, you know. You're going to do. We're in transformation mode.
Yeah.
And that means the death of the old, rebirth of the new at a higher level. So where I was insecure, for so long, now is where, I'm feeling my security. Where I was denied my value before is now the opposite. Now I'm, receiving that value. Tremendously, you see.
What a story. Somebody just wrote that, just gave me goosebumps. I'm telling y'all, right? Wasn't that wow? What a story.
Yes.
Wow, man. What a story, what a journey that you've gone through in this lifetime, Myra. And it's beautiful to see where you're at right now.
And everybody, Brother Rich, I was born at 11:45 a.m.
Yeah.
And I always tell people I'm 15 spiritual minutes ahead of the rest of the world. So what I go through, the rest of the world will follow. Spiritually, I've been called Anubis or Anubis, an opener of the way, who leads the way. So what I'm going through, we're all getting ready to go through. I'm just, leading the way for that. People need to be prepared right now, because that's the things that are about to come to the surface, where you have been wounded subconsciously in your family.
Yeah.
That's about to be an issue now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because cancer, the energy cancer is the energy of the family. And we just left Cancer into Leo, and Leo is exposure. So now it's time to expose those subconscious wounds of the family. Now we're going to see the dynamic between the sacrificial lambs and the golden childs, because that script is about to flip.
Yo, something about when you come on here, Myra, you get everybody just so pumped up and hyped and ready for what's coming toward us. Man, oh man, the energy that you carry and the way you articulate yourself, this is amazing. We're gonna take a couple of questions from the people. Let me share this link with y'all. What a story. Wow. Let me just tell you, listen, if you would like to see Sister Myra in person, there's 10 tickets available left on Eventbrite. Your own ticket. 10 available tickets. I made the announcement yesterday. Some people got it yesterday. There's 10 tickets available. Some people couldn't make it, and they switched their ticket for a live stream ticket. So there was a couple of seats available there. Let me say this again, family, so everybody can, let me just say this again. There are 10 in person. These are in-person tickets. There's 10 in-person tickets available if you are in the Atlanta area and you would like to see Sister Myra. She's not only going to be speaking, you're going to be vending, right, Sister Myra?
Yes.
She's going to be vending the entire weekend. You could schedule appointments, chop it up, buy product, services, do all that stuff. She's going to be there both days. If you would like to see Sister Myra in person, I'm going to share this link one more time, because we're about to get into some Q&A with some of the family. I just shared the Eventbrite link. These are official tickets. Go to Eventbrite. You can get your ticket. There's 10 left. All right, family. And with that being said, we got almost 2,000 people in the building.
Wow.
Let's get to a couple of questions. And also, let me share the link for those of you who may want to come on and ask Sister Myra a question. Let me share that link as well. That StreamYard link. All right. And with that being said, let's get to some questions. Let's get to the sister here. Ramsha, the goddess. Do you have a question? Ramsha, the goddess. Are you there? Please don't miss your opportunity, sis. Are you there? Ramsha, the goddess. Are you there? All right. We'll come back to her. Let's get to Crispy Brown.
Hello, how's everybody?
How you doing? How are you?
Good. Don't really have a question per se. Brother Rich, I appreciate you so much more than you know. I'm here in Atlanta. My work schedule changed, so I can't come, but I'd like to donate my ticket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she got, hold up.
Deal with it. So that's really all I wanted. I just wanted to
Got you. Yeah, I've been a couple of people donated tickets. I've been doing some of that behind the scenes. Did you email me?
I emailed you tonight because I was looking at the last night's show and I know Myra was going to be on. So I said, could I change it for the live event? That's not even a big deal. I would just like to give it in honor of Sister Myra when she was telling about when she was a little girl. I was like, you know what? Get this ticket.
I see. It's
been going through that really want to get there, and they'll get what they're supposed to get. And
your email is Crispy Teague, right? Crispy Teague?
66 at Yahoo. I just emailed you probably about a half an hour ago about exchanging the tickets, but I'll email you again.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm not gonna show it, but I got it. I got you.
Tell me how to get to you. And
I hit you up tonight, and you'll definitely get the live stream link, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Myra, you are such a joy.
Well, thank you so much. I love you all. I really do. It's my pleasure.
Yep. So thank you so much. And congratulations, Brother Rich. And I'm so happy for you because I wasn't able to have children. When I heard y'all was having your little girl, I was like, yes. So
I didn't tell you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize. I'm sorry about that. Rich, I do.
Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations.
I was so excited when I heard.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say God bless
you. You deserve it. You're worthy.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro.
God bless y'all.
Bless you.
See you later.
All right. All right. Let's keep it moving. I see a New Diamond. New Diamond, what's up, sis? What's
to the tribe. Oh my goodness, Sister Myra. I just want to say I want to give so much gratitude to you. You've just been such a great inspiration for the community and all that you do. Open up the way for people who come from a different background who didn't really understand their gifts. And like you said, it's that Kali Ma energy. Some of us, we never tapped into that before. So we're like, wait a minute, that describes exactly what I've been feeling. But I just wanted to say thank you, Brother Rich, for having this beautiful platform, for these, enlightening us with the knowledge that you bring to the table, as well as the presenters and the guests. So thank you so much. Also, Sister Myra, I will be booking a reading from you in the future. Brother Rich talk about it too much, so I'm like, I got to see for myself. Okay, I got to see for myself.
Yeah.
But, the question that I had was, like I said, I've been tapping more into my gifts, and I noticed it's certain different levels to it. Like sometimes I'll hear spirit, then sometimes it'll be a channel. So I want to know how to like differentiate like the levels, or how do you know? I don't know how to say it. I'm like really nervous.
No, there's no reason to be nervous. We're all family here.
Yes.
And that's usually the biggest question, how do I know, when my spirit is guiding me versus, when something else might be influencing me. My patent answer is that the more bizarre you get the message, the more you know it's your spirit.
Wow. That's deep.
Because your spirit is trying to adapt you to an opposite reality.
Yeah.
Now, your mind is air element, and so is spirit. So it's confusing sometimes as to which is which. So your mind has been programmed toward logic and reason and knowing. Your spirit is going to take you beyond logic and reason and knowing. That is why it's going to appear crazy. I always you could be riding down the street with a question on your mind, and a billboard pops up and answer it.
There you go.
That's
there
spirit.
You go.
Okay.
Go.
I tell people you could wake up in the middle of the night, immediately look at the clock, get a numerology message. Then you may get up in the morning, get in your car, drive down the street, and a car pulls in front of you with those same numbers on its license plate. That's the way spirit is using to pull your coattail. Okay. Yeah. So it wants to take you beyond logic and reason and knowing, just so you know this is coming from a higher level. And there are a multitude of levels. You're very astute about that. It's not about time. It's about level. Okay. And we start with the individual level, where you have to do your first balance with your own spirit. Once you balance with your spirit at the first level, the individual level, then that opens up the vortex, because energy only goes 180 degrees before it has to be balanced with the opposite 180 degrees to complete a 360-degree spiral. That's how you open up a vortex for access to the next level, energy vibration. The second level is a couple level, one-on-one. And then the third level is a family level. And after that, you go to a community level. And you go all the way up. We can go all the way up to a star system level when it comes to balancing our energy vibrations, you see. So the first thing I tell you is just get into that relationship with your own spirit. Everybody has a unique journey. It's not everybody blending into one. Everybody's bringing their unique contribution to harmonize as one. And only your spirit can give you guidance. And everybody has a unique relationship with their spirit. So that's the first thing you have to do. And once you do that partnership with your spirit, I'm not talking lip service, equal partnership with your spirit. Once you do that, then all your spirit will take it from there, and all the other levels will ascend from there, you see. And that partnership with your spirit, you've already done your half. We've already done our halves. We've been the physical vessels of sacrifice and struggle through many, many lifetimes. And now we've reached our maximum of our physical half in sacrifice and struggle. But the sacrifice and struggle is our investment in what's now ready to pay off in opposite spiritual return, in spiritual reward and spiritual empowerment. All this is what is coming to a head right now.
Excellent. Love the way you answer that, Sister Myra. New Diamond, thanks for calling in and thanks for asking that question.
Thank you so much. See you guys at the event this weekend. It's
Yes.
y'all.
New Diamond, you're coming in person or you're live streaming?
I'm doing a live stream. I'm booked to vend at a concert, but I will be doing live stream. Hopefully, it's such a great event. There will be more soon, and I can join.
Indeed. Thanks for the call.
Yes.
Right. Peace. All right. Glad the sister asked that question. Oh man, Myra, somebody, where's this in the chat? Somebody said, I loved how Sister Myra said the more bizarre the way the message comes through. It's going way beyond logic.
And reason, absolutely.
And reason. You know it's not spiritual because it's like, where did I get
how'd that happen? Like, no such thing as coincidence, you guys.
Yeah, man. I'm loving this show.
Yes.
I'm ready for this weekend, y'all. I'm ready for this weekend. Yes. All right, let's get to somebody who's gonna be there this weekend. He's a regular. He always calls up. Hey, Rudre, you there, my brother?
What up, Rich? How you doing, Sister Myra?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Haru?
I'm doing pretty well.
Beautiful.
I have a question. It was something that I was listening to the other day. I forgot the name. She was talking about how we all come from one source. And I hear a lot of different people talking about soulmates and twins and stuff like that. So my question is, if we all come from one source, are we considered soulmates or twin flames, or are we considered soul siblings?
The thing is that you've had many, many lifetimes with the people, your family and your loved ones. You know, the most powerful vibration is the energy of love. And that's the source we're talking about. Mama love, Mama universe, Big Mama, Mama soul, Mama magic. First two letters of magic is Ma. Everything did start matriarchal. All colors come from the color black. Okay? The original black mama, as to why our ancestors came out as the original rulers. And all your lifetime, you've been dealing with the same people. Your energy family, that is your ancient family. So those people you've been dealing with, you made your connection through the love It's love connections through the many lifetimes. That's the bond you make with your loved ones that is never broken, you know? So you've been through many lifetimes with these people, cultivating that love relationship. And in particular, when you talk to twin souls, that's that's who you were with as an energy being by unit. Okay. And then when you fell into the flesh, you separated into duality, male and female. You've had many, many lifetimes cultivating a love relationship with this person. However, you had to first cultivate the love relationship on an unequal basis, which means there's some lifetimes you came together as mother and son. Some lifetimes you came together as father and daughter. But this is the lifetime to come together as brother and sister. That's the yin yang, where the two halves have now become equal and now can come together to complete that full spiral, come together as one. And that's where we evolve. This is where this evolution process is occurring. In the Aquarian age, we've balanced on enough levels, 180 degrees on one half, 180 degrees on the opposite half, coming together to make that 360 spiral, opening up that vortex, giving you ascension to the next level. So now we've come together in balance, and now that's when evolution occurs, okay, in the Aquarian age. We've balanced on enough levels to evolve to a new level because of the Aquarian age. So same with your family members. You've been with those same family members through your love connections. They've had different forms, different bodies, and different lifetimes, playing different roles, you see. So cultivating that love relationship is now where that bond is getting ready to come into balance for the evolution to the new level. Aquarius is the sign of evolution, and its opposite, Leo, creative rulership. So the evolution of a new creative rulership as we all come into balance. Now a righteous rulership out of the abuse of power to a righteous rulership as we've cultivated through many lifetimes through that bond of love, the balance, the equal, what I mean by balance in a relationship is you have to be able to give back at the rate you take it in order to keep the relationship healthy. Anytime you have nothing's inherently bad, it's being off balance that causes friction. When you're in an imbalanced relationship, you have abuse on one half and neglect on the opposite half. The only way to keep a healthy relationship is you have to both give back at the rate you take from each other in order to keep it fulfilled and whole or holistic. If you have an imbalanced relationship, that means somebody's feeding off of someone's energy without returning it at the rate they're taking it. It's like trying to blow up a balloon with a hole in it, you see. So the key to everything in the universe is balance. And we make our connections through many, many lifetimes by bonding to that energy of love. That's Mama Love, who is that source that we're talking about. Mama Love, Mama Universe, you see. Beautiful. So this is the lifetime where everything is going to come in balance for that evolution. Not till it's balanced can we evolve to the next level. And that's what we're in the verge of doing now. Excellent. So I hope that was the answer to your question. I know I go way out there.
No, I understand what you were saying. It was one of those things like you hear a lot of people talk about, we all come from one place. And then they say, well, everybody has a soulmate or a twin flame, which I really personally don't know the difference between the two. Because I heard that we have multiple soulmates, but you only have like maybe a few twin flames.
You have one twin flame.
One twin flame.
And many soulmates. Okay. Your soulmates is someone who helps you grow and prepare you for, in other words, each soulmate grows you till you're now in position to attract your opposite or your equal
Oh.
That is your twin soul. Okay. So as you grow and you get to the maximum of your energy, then is when you send that vibration out, and that's what you will attract back to you, the person that is a match for, the level that you're vibrating at. You see, after you've gone through many relationships, or soulmate relationships, and then when you reach the pinnacle of your growth, then is when you send that vibration out and attract someone else who is also at that same level, that is a match for you. And that's that's how it works. So many soulmates, but one twin soul. And soulmate is the one who gives you a relationship for your growth.
He's going to be at the conference, Myra, brother.
I will be there. Yep, I can't wait to see y'all. See Rich again.
I can't
my
wait
first
to see
time meeting Sister Myra.
Yes.
Listen to you for some years now, so I really love the information that you put out, and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me, so I feel like y'all two my soulmates too. Pause, Rich. I feel like y'all did help me level up in a lot of different ways.
Oh, like I said, partner with your spirit. Talk to your spirit just like it's your twin in the room, and let your spirit know what your objective is. And I guarantee you, your spirit knows how to bring to you just what you want, just what you need in the right way. So, right now it's time for your spirit to take the lead in this relationship. So put it out to your spirit, what it is you want, and your spirit is the one who knows best how to bring you back what it is that you're seeing out.
Hey, Rue, we're going to get to the next call. I appreciate the call, my brother.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Let's get to the next call. I see my brother, David. I think David's going to. Yo, David, what's good, brother?
What up, what up? Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm chilling. You coming this weekend?
Well, you know I'm coming. I told you I was coming, and I'm there. I'm there.
Excellent. What's the question, my brother? I can't wait to see you.
I can't wait to see y'all two in person, man. Appreciate you, Sister Myra, for everything and all you do. You are definitely a jewel in just the earth and the universe. Appreciate you so much.
Beautiful.
My question is that how do you, or can you help with understanding? Cause I get so much information because I do light language. I see codes all the time. I see a lot of different things all the time. We went to an event, and it was like a Black History event, and they had a whole bunch of old pictures on the wall of like past people that went to like local high schools, but like in like the 60s, the 50s, and the 40s. And I kept hearing them I kept hearing whispers. It was kind of overwhelming at first, but I kind of calmed myself. And only thing I kept hearing, they were so proud of everybody because they was like, oh, that's my niece. That's my little nephew. That's my great-granddaughter. I just kept hearing that. But it's just hard for me sometimes when I get all that information swirling in. What's the best way to kind of just help, calm it down and better receive, the information the way I need to, one, and just kind of process all of it, because sometimes a lot, and I don't tell everybody a lot because I don't want to spook everybody out, and it's irrelevant for them to understand it. In some cases, it is, but in most cases, it's irrelevant for them to understand it because it makes sense to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just need a little bit of advice on how to understand and how to, incorporate all the information that comes.
Okay. What a lot of people don't understand is that we rule the spirits, not the other way around. Okay. So anytime the spirits become overwhelming, you have the power to say, hey, wait a minute, step back. Right. They have to respond to written and spoken incantation.
Indeed.
Okay? So I like the movie 13 Ghosts that really describes that to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you rule the spirits. So talk to them how you would, if you're overwhelming me right now, I can't deal with it right now. We'll come together later. Talk to them in that way. They have to respond.
Right.
So whatever, when you're ready to receive them, pull them in. All you got to do is think about a person or think about or speak of them, and you'll bring their spirit to you. Perfect. So, but when it gets overwhelming, you just have to tell them that. Hold up. Right. You guys are overwhelming me. Step back, one at a time. I don't mind delivering these messages, but You know, there got to be some order to it. So,
right.
So I always like to tell the story. I like to do house cleansings. That's what I used to do. And I did a house cleansing while my grandson was there. He was 8 years old. And he gave me a blow by blow. He said, Grandma, one spirit just got in that bowl of water. One went out the side door, one went out the back door. So he told me about a mean master. And the mean master, he said, walked by him and frowned before he left out the door. And so a week later, he tells me the mean master's back. I don't know how the spirit came back, because I always put irons in the doors and the windows after I do the cleansing to keep them from finding their way back in. But this one found its way back. And when he told me that, I was in the kitchen and I said, Daddy, the spirit's messing with my grandchildren. I cleaned them out. He came back. I want him gone, and I want him gone now. Right. And I go into my bedroom to go get my tools to cleanse him out. But by the time I get back in the kitchen, my grandson says, your dad just came and picked that spirit up by the collar and the seat of his pants and threw him out the back door. Okay? So he had to respond to me calling him to do that, you know, and found out later, just about a year ago, that was my great-grandfather.
Oh, wow.
He threw out the door. And I asked my father, I said, well, why did you throw your grandpa out the door? And he said, because you told me to. He had to do it, you see. So this is what I'm telling you. You know, we command the spirits. And so whatever way they come to you, you're in charge. You let them know, you see, how you want them to approach you, you know, and how you can deal with them. You have that authority.
Thank you so much for that information. That puts a lot of things in perspective. You gave a lot of great information, because some people don't even understand how much power we have just with the stuff that we do, and some of the stuff we may brush off, because a lot of people think, oh, there's no way I could have thought about that. And what I did figure out most recently is that even some of the wildest things that I think of are from my imagination, but that's the key.
That's the key.
Is the key.
That is.
I just got on
imagination. Oh, yes, you do.
She just said that, David. It's funny you said that. And this is what I want to tell you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you just this weekend, David. And somebody said it in the chat, and I was thinking it when you called, because I was thinking about, because you had wrote the light language one of the last times you called, and you showed it to us. I think you might be a teacher in the future, brother. Is that something that's of interest to you?
Bro, I'm a teacher with everything I do, bro. I actually just started a podcast with some of the homies that we're doing. We kind of get some episodes we'll release soon. But man, if I'm at work, I'm always, somebody's gonna end up training somebody. I don't train multiple people here. Every job, being a firefighter, working at a car dealership, and now working at a hospital. I done taught everybody, and I love it, bro. Especially if it's something that I know and I'm passionate about. Bro, I have no problem with it, because the information I get, it compels me to share. However, I stopped doing it just willy-nilly. I listen and be like, oh, do they need to hear this, or what part of this do they need to hear?
Gotcha.
Listen, I'm going to be doing this presentation this weekend with your namesake here, because I'm going to be dealing with the Star of David. And I'm going to explain how, you know, who David was and how he slayed Goliath. And so, you know,
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
divine. Oh. Hey, Dave, thanks for that question, my brother. I'm gonna see you this weekend.
All right, awesome. Y'all take care and be safe as always.
All
right, brother. All right, peace. Oh man, what a powerful show so far. Yeah, David, I think he might be a teacher soon. And
absolutely.
Listen, I'm getting more and more excited about this weekend. I'm gonna share that link again. I gotta find it. But yeah, once again, family, if you came in late, there are a few tickets left to be in person this weekend at the Gathering of the Masters. Some people couldn't make it because personal reasons. They got sick, or their car broke down, or weather conditions. So there's a few tickets available. I'm about to share the link. I don't know if there's 5 left, or I don't know what it is, but I'm sure they're going to be gone by the end of the show. But if you would like to attend the Gathering of the Masters in person, see Sister Myra. She talking about her lecture is going to be on the Star David. That put a smile on my face when she said that. That put a smile on my face when she said that.
Oh,
I'm wearing the Yahweh hat. That put a smile on my face when she said that. So I'm gonna share the link one more time. All right, family. If you yeah, eSnap, there's live stream tickets. Yeah, I'm just sharing the in-person tickets right now. Because there's a couple, and I know the people were really looking for them. So there's a couple left. I just shared the link. Let's get to another question. What, we've been on about an hour. We got about 20 more minutes, and then we're getting out of here. Somebody said, what state is this taking place? This is in Georgia, Stonecrest, Georgia, to be exact. It's right outside of Atlanta. Stonecrest, Georgia, to be exact. All right. Let's get to another caller. Let's try Ramsha. I tried Ramsha, the goddess, earlier. Are you there now, Ramsha?
Yes, I'm here.
Peace. Peace. Glad you're here now. All right. All right. What's your question? How you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, my phone completely shut down when
Wow.
I come in. It's like it started breaking up first, and I tried coming back in about 4 more times, and I kept getting it was breaking up. I had to shut my phone down and power it back up. But okay, so
Yes.
thank you so much for coming back around to me.
It's all right. It's all good.
Okay. But my question is, so I hear these. Sometimes I'll just be washing dishes or something, and I would hear these. It's like an exchange between people, but they're talking about me, and I feel myself in in water and with some type of tube or something like that coming from me, connecting me to something else. And
wow.
I asked my my mentor about it, and she told me basically it felt like I was in a womb or something. That's what I was asking her, like, am I remembering being in the womb? And she said basically what's happening is that I'm experiencing myself here in this realm, also in another realm simultaneously.
Mm.
After I hear it, and she told me what to do when I hear it, because I would try to figure out what was going on and it would go away. So she told me stop doing that and just breathe through it, meditate and everything like that. So I started doing that, and when I would come out of it these last couple times, I would go into a chant. So and then after I would go into a chant, I would start channeling, and I would do like these mudras and all of that. So my question is, she told me not to try to control it, I guess. So I don't want to control it, but what is there anything I'm supposed to be doing with it, or is it just for my information?
Oh, yeah. Probably is for you to learn, to understand the technique that your spirit is going to use to connect with you. And we are able to access other realms now, you see. So, yeah, I can see simultaneously experiencing, one realm versus another one. The best advice I can give you on that is to prep yourself for, physically. When I went to, I was in Georgia, and I did a thing where we went to camp out with the Native Americans, and we ended up going to I think it's Eagle Mound there, and there was these 3 shamans, and 2 of them were handicapped, and they explained that they had been going into the spiritual realm, other dimensions, so frequently that they had to learn how to fortify their physical body, because you're taking the energy
Yes.
away from the physical to the spiritual. And this physical is going to try to bite you in the ass to get that energy back. Okay. So since you're going, you're doing extensive travel is what you're doing, and to different dimensions and different realms. So make sure you take care of that physical body. That would be my advice. Fortify. Don't worry about, how you're going, where you're going. Trust your spirit. Anytime you feel yourself making that, tell your spirit, keep me protected, and be secure.
Okay.
That you are going to be protected. Okay. That's how we walk in the knowing versus knowing. We have to be secure about, our powers.
Yes.
And power of protection
Okay.
is that first is, so just ask for that protection and be secure. No matter what happens, you're going to be taken care of. But what you will have to be responsible for is fortifying your body, because you're doing a lot of travel, and that's depriving the physical of that energy, and it could cause some detriment. So make sure you find a way in how to fortify your body, because of all that traveling you're doing.
Okay.
So, but don't be scared. Don't be worried. Trust your spirit, and give those instructions when you're feeling uneasy. Say, Spirit, make sure I'm protected here. And then let loose and fly.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're special.
Thank you.
Know that. Okay.
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 All right.
That's why they didn't want you on here.
I thought that's what I felt.
Technology is getting ready to fall, honey. That's their magic. Okay.
That's what I feel going on.
I've had readings where when I deal with a high level person, the phone keeps just cutting off. We have to keep calling back and calling back because the higher level I deal with, the more friction, and that inferior equipment can't handle that energy. So a lot of times you do get an interference, especially if they feel like you're a high vibration person and they don't want you stepping outside of whatever zone they want to keep you in. Okay?
All right.
This is the spiritual warfare, not physical.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, sis.
Thank you.
All right. Peace. All right. Let's keep it moving. We haven't talked to my brother Dean in a while. Dean, what's going on, my brother?
Oh my gosh. Brother Rich, thank you for pulling me up, man. I'm doing well.
All right.
Thank you, Sister Myra.
Well, my pleasure.
I get so many messages from your show. So I just want to say congratulations, Brother Rich, on your Gathering of the Masses. I won't be able to make it, but I'm sure it'll be profound. Sister Myra, what you just shared earlier, I'm kind of lost for words still. What you talked about your childhood. Are you the third of the four children?
I'm the third.
Is that of four? Yeah.
I'm the third.
I'm the third of for my mom.
Yes.
And I felt you because I experienced very similar, right? The colorism, the neglect, not the favorite. They took my parents knew who I was, I think. And it was easier to go with me because I think my heart was the open one, the forgiving one, the fool, you would say in the deck. So I understood that was a part of who I played. And I think in this short time, like you say, is partnership with the spirit. So I've been finding new ways to communicate with my spirit, whether it's tarot, animal cards, dice, numbers, messaging. So I try not to ask too many questions. I just shut up and I listen. But this energy I feel has told me a lot of just sit down. And as much as I try to fight it, it showed me a few things that I didn't see. And I found this in this last short, I would say 3 months, my life has changed completely.
Absolutely.
From betrayal to happy endings to more shadow work of my family and that dynamic of what I experienced as a childhood and how those blockages still hold seat on a bit of tapping into the spirituality.
Yes.
And I feel like this point it's there for you. It's coming to you. And when you say these big mama, like mom is there and mom has been there.
Yes.
It's a sense of feeling. And when you do these things, Sister Myra, there's certain ones of us who it helps us to tap into our spirit more.
Yes.
It helps us to understand that, yes, we do have gifts.
Yes.
So I just want to thank you because, you know, I could just come on the show and you're going to give me some more messages by the end of the show.
That's beautiful. A lot of people are going to start
you.
feeling this family dynamic. I just went through an epiphany this past weekend with my family that brought everything to a head. And like I said, I'm 15 minutes ahead of the rest of the world. So me going through this just this weekend with my family is definitely what energy is opening up for the rest of us to have to deal with, because we're in a healing phase. We have to heal before we can evolve, you know, ascend. So we're now at the point that's Taurus and Scorpio. I call that the lot wife axis of energy. Scorpio is transformation and Taurus is values and habits. So right now there has to be a transformation in our values and habits in order to heal. We can't take old baggage, old habits, old values from a mundane level to a royal level. And that's where we're heading, to a royal level. So we can't take old baggage with us. So all that is going to be brought to the surface, cleansed out, purified for healing, especially in Leo. I mean, Brother Rich could not have found a better time to do this show. Tomorrow we have a 888 coming up.
888.
888.
888.
That is extremely powerful. Yes. And ritual. And don't ask anybody else how to do it. The best rituals are the ones you create yourself, because you do it in partnership with your spirit. But ritual back for tomorrow's energy, because you're not going to find a more powerful energy. We're in the last cycle. We're in the last cycle before evolution.
Can I just share like a confirmation?
Real quick, Dean.
I am a Scorpio.
Dean, can you hear me? Yeah, real quick, because I just want to get to one more call, then we're going to get out of here.
This is quick. I am a Scorpio. My wife and my eldest daughter is a Leo. They're both Leos. And my daughter is a Gemini. So yeah, and I work for a company and the signs are 2 lions on it. So it's a real estate company and I just started there. I had a partnership with a friend and it didn't work out. And I lost a friendship. I called another person and they reached out to me. Now I work with the #1 real estate company in Toronto. And I've been going through a transformation and it's been tough, but it's been good.
It's going to be
good. Thank you.
So welcome. It's going to work out, honey. It's going to work out.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for the call, Dean.
Yo, Brother Rich, one love. Thank you.
My brother, take care.
Good luck with your show, man. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Dean.
One love.
Peace. All right. Yeah, that Leo energy. Yes. I popped out with the Lion King. You know the Lion King.
Yeah, the Leo, man. That's the planetary ruler is the sun. That's full exposure. So we're getting triple exposure in this Leo energy in that 888.
Oh yeah. This is beautiful. This has been such a beautiful show tonight, family. We are once again, family, if you're coming in late, we are gearing up for Gathering of Masters. I mean, it's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be a family affair. The music is going to be there. The vendors is going to be there. The speakers is going to be there. The energy is going to be there. The electricity is going to be there. The divinity is going to be there. The stars are going to be there. Family, it's going to be amazing. Somebody's okay. I'll get to you in a second in the chat. You're asking about online tickets. But listen, Sister Myra is speaking on Saturday. She is the second speaker. Make sure you're there on time. She will also be vending, so make sure you check out her booth, support some of her products and services. It's going to be amazing, family. Let's get to another caller before we get out of here. Who we got in the back here? I think Auspicious was next. Auspicious Goddess, are you there? Auspicious. This happened earlier.
There we go. It just popped in, I think.
No, that's Roxy.
Okay.
No, you're Auspicious. She's not there no more. Okay. All right, let's get Roxy. Are you there? Are you there, Roxy?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. What's going on, Roxy?
Hi. Oh my goodness. I guess I should thank the Lord because I did pray and say, let me get in to say get a question in the system. Oh my goodness. Nice to meet you guys. I listen to you all the time, Rich. I'm watching your show all the time.
Appreciate
Sister Myra, I just for some reason connect with you. I feel you when you speak. Um, I'm 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 I want to say I'm new to this spirituality stuff, but not necessarily because I've been listening for a while, but I still don't understand. I don't get anything. So I was listening to one of the shows and I don't know if it was I don't know if was when Rich was talking to what's his name? Hayes.
Rod Hayes.
Rod Hayes, yes, Rod Hayes, and y'all were saying something about clones. Like if you're a clone, am I a clone and I don't feel anything because I don't dream, I don't get I don't get anything, and I'm trying so hard, and like I'm not feeling anything, I'm not getting anything, and I'm wondering, do I give up easily? I'm not understanding myself, trying to figure out the spirituality.
Okay.
Or just a connection with a higher, something higher.
Right. What I would tell you is relax. Okay. You're trying too hard. Okay. And it's time for you to be the canvas and let your spirit paint the picture. It's your spirit's role and job, to put you in position, to give you the guidance, to prove this all to you. You're in partnership with your spirit, but you can't, you don't blend energy. So that means you have to step back. You both can't go in the ring at the same time. You have to do all you know and then pass that baton to your spirit and let your spirit bring its half to the table. So just sit back, relax, talk to your spirit. What you're questioning and asking me, you ask your spirit and let your spirit show you how it's going to respond to you to answer that question. That'll be the first way that you can understand how to make that connection with you. It's up to your spirit to prove to you its connection with you. You just have to say, Spirit, I'm having a little trouble, recognizing this connection. What can you do to help me feel more secure, in my partnership and my relationship with you? And then let your spirit be the one to figure out how to answer you on that. Okay? Relax. Just
okay.
relax.
Also, I feel like I relax a lot.
Okay.
I smoke a lot of weed, so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it.
I mean, everybody is individually, everybody's unique, everybody has different methods. I can't say a blanket you shouldn't do that, or maybe you should do that. That's unique in your relationship with your spirit, as far as when you're dealing with your hunches, your intuition, your inner voice, your inspirations, that's when your spirit is talking to you, honey. Okay? And if you feel like smoking weed is okay, it's when you think it's wrong that you make it wrong. If you don't think it's wrong, then it's not wrong for you. May be right for others, may be wrong for you, and what's wrong for others may be right for you. That is all about you finding your own personal, like Brother Rich talked about, value from within. What is the value to you and the path that you're on? What brings you satisfaction? What brings you clarity? What brings you security? Just continue to do those things that bring that energy to you, and avoid the things that cause you issues. You are the one that is a master of. Nobody has more power than you do to create your own reality. You have to know that. But if your thinking is bad, if you're thinking pessimistic, you're going to energize pessimistic. If you're thinking optimistic, you're going to energize optimistic. And if you're thinking, oh, this is bad, or I can't do this, or I'm not getting it, then that's what you're putting in your energy. Change your tone. Say things like, oh, okay, all of this is going to come clear to me. All this is going to open up, I'm going to start understanding. I'm going to start realizing and recognizing when my spirit is showing me something. Start speaking those type of words, okay? That's where you're.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Energize that for you to come back to you. But don't think about what you can't do, what I ain't. Remove any pessimistic thoughts from your mind. Okay? And I bet you it'll change your whole energy. It'll change your whole persona. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You really just answered you really just answered something that's been on my mind. You really just answered that question.
Good.
It's my thoughts. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for the call, Roxy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, it's beautiful, family, seeing people get help. And the way Myra just tackled that question, and you could tell she came with anxiety with it. Myra was like, you gotta calm. Myra can't even see her. She can't, because she didn't have her picture up. But Myra felt it. And this is what I'm saying, y'all. Come on. Come on. Myra is the truth. That's why I'll be showing y'all, I'll be telling y'all to get the readings from her, because I got the reading in 2005 and it was on point. So this is why I'll be telling y'all. I've been telling y'all for the past 2-3 years. Y'all better mess with Sister Myra when it comes to these readings. She is on point, and she can just read your energy, big mama type vibes. She can feel what you need. So, man, this was wonderful, Myra. This was wonderful.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Listen, I don't want to keep you too long, Sister Myra, but I want to thank you for let me see what's somebody. Let me just see what's going on in the chat real quick, because I know we've been taking outside calls, video calls. Yeah, well, all right, well, yeah, let's wrap it up, Sister Myra.
Okay.
Contact information for the people if they can't make it this weekend, but they do want to reach out to you and get a reading.
Just my website. The only way you can schedule with me now is through my website, which is sistermyra.com. Sistermyra.com is how you can access the website and schedule the consultation. I'm not giving out my phone number anymore. I became overwhelmed with that, so that's about it. Just to get the consultations, go to sistermyra.com, and there you can sign up for the consultation. That's also where my book is located at, if you're interested in that. That's what I will be bringing as well to the event, is some of my books as well. So,
you bringing your books?
Yeah, that is going to be, my book is called A Perfect Reflection, A Holistic View. And it's everything you want to know about energy, but didn't know to ask. Most people tell me, they said, I love what you teach, but when I try to explain it, I just don't know how. Right. So this is kind of like a manual.
Excellent.
To help you understand, what premise I'm teaching from. And so just to give you an overall perspective of how I identify energy. So that's what the book entails.
I hope you're bringing enough, Myra, because you're going to be sold out. You're going to be sold out.
I'm having trouble getting more copies because the lady that was doing it for me, I'm not very big on technology. Yeah. So the woman that was doing it for me, I haven't been able to connect with her. So I'm going to try some things with Professor Melanie. She said she's going to help me try to access where I can get more copies of my book, So I'm working on something to make that possible. Right now, I'm probably at about 30, 40 copies. So that's what I'll be bringing.
Indeed. Magnificent, magnificent. With that being said, an awesome instant classic. Every time Myra comes on this show, it's just one of them shows. So I definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. We still got about 2,000 people in here. I will be on tomorrow, family. I'm not sure with who, but I'm gonna be on with a couple of people tomorrow. But look forward to this weekend, Myra. Amazing, awesome show. Look
Beautiful.
forward to see you this weekend. Take care, and I'll see you soon, Myra.
Love your family. Bye bye.
Peace. Peace, family. I see y'all tomorrow, right? Peace.